Hello and welcome to Kidder Farms. We're back with another episode of Deer Creek, and we have finally finished our lime job as well. No more spreading lime for us. We've got a little under half left here in the spreader, and so we're going to go ahead and take this thing on over here to the backside of the shed. I think we're going to store it. Shouldn't need this thing for a bit. We're all done with this one large field, which happens to be the only field that we own right now. I do think right back over here is going to be the best place to keep it, so we're going to whip around and back it in here. And then we have advanced into October now as well, with the hope of picking up some contracts on harvesting. There are 3 fields left on the map that haven't advanced to a harvest state, and so I'm definitely hoping we can make a little bit of extra money on that. So I think we're going to drop this right about here. Should be nice and out of the way for us. And we're going to go ahead and just pull this thing into the shed here, get it out of the yard. We're not going to need this, hopefully, until we're ready to set up to do, I think, some planting. I'm not sure yet, but either way, it can live in this shed for the time being, nice and out of the way. At some point here in the winter, we're going to have to do maintenance on a bunch of these machines. I do have the 9RX here set up with the grain cart so that when we get going in one of these big fields, we'll be good to go. And I just filled up our diesel tank here on the truck so that we can take this out and refuel these combines. They were getting pretty low. So we're going to go ahead and run this out to the field here, fuel up these combines, and take a look at the contracts and see what we've got to do. So we're coming up here to the field. I've also made one other small change here. In fact, let's hop out real quick and take a look at this. This was something that was released recently on Facebook by Whiskey Sierra Modding, I believe. And this is old Peterbilt cab over. I think this is a 352 if I'm not mistaken. We used to have one pretty much just like this on the farm. And so this has a lot of options on it. If we jump into the store for just a moment, you can see we've got a bunch of different bumper options, fender options, visor options. I mean, there's side boxes, top wings, all kinds of stuff here. I'm not going to go through all the different things. I'm just going to flip a few of them on here so you can kind of see what's going on. But I thought it was pretty cool to see so many different options here for this Peterbilt. And again, this being a truck that I actually used on our farm back 25 plus years ago, I thought this was really cool. And it's really cheap base. Even with the options I put onto it, it was still cheaper than the Mac that we had. So I went ahead and sold that Mac and replaced it with this Peterbilt just because I kind of liked how it looked. And it gave us just a little bit more money in the bank here. Let's see if I can start refueling. Oh, there we go. Perfect. We're fueling up the combine. Good deal. That's full. And then if we just hop in here, that took, 40% of our fuel tank capacity there. So that's all right. This one is probably not going to get completely full, but it should be pretty close. So we'll fill up this second combine here as well. Oh, not quite full, but close enough. Now, what these things really need is a good pressure washer and probably a little bit of maintenance, but we're not going to worry about that just now. Hopefully, we'll get back by the farm here at some point as we head over to some of the other fields. If we pop open the map here and take a look at the growth, fields 3 and 6 are still growing, but it looks like field 10 is in a ready to harvest state. So let's go check on the contracts here. And I don't see any harvest contracts. Oh, here's field 10 set up for plowing. I'd rather not plow all those crops under. I'd rather do some harvesting. I'm just thinking here, you know what? That's not that big of a field. Maybe we can just buy that field. We've got like $150,000. Let's see what this is going to cost. 178. We're just shy. Let's see. So we need $28,000 to buy that. Our loan is maxed out. Do we have anything we could sell? If we take a look at the shop here and look at what we've got, I'm just going through the categories here. Technically, we could probably get away with getting rid of this disc harrow here, this mock till, speed till. I think we're going to do it. We're going to have regrets later on, I think, when we want to use that tool, but I think I'd rather get this field and not let a field of soybeans go to waste here. We're going to go ahead and buy this for 178. There we go. And we're going to come into the bank here. I'm going to repay down this loan. So we've got a little over 3,500 bucks. Let's hop in a combine here. I'm kind of curious to see how much we're going to make from harvesting this field. And hopefully this has not been a poor investment on our part. I don't think we're going to make $178,000, but if we can make a good chunk of that back, maybe we can justify our decisions here. I'm looking at how I'm going to get this giant header through here, and the fact that we've got this big telephone pole right there as well. This is going to be tricky. Definitely tricky. We really should have bought the header trailer up here, I think, with us. But I think we're going to try and do our sneaky sneak and get around the fence here. What we've got to do is kind of get lined up right here, back up alongside this fence, and then we're going to cut in all the way that we can. Hopefully not take out too much of the neighbor's corn here. Just a few stalks. And then we're going to cut right into here, clear a little bit of an entrance so that we got a staging area for the rest of our equipment here. I'm going to go ahead and clean up this bit behind the telephone pole, since we'll want to do that manually no matter what goes on here. And then I think what we'll do is start this guy off on course play around the outside of the field, and then we'll go figure out how to get our second combine back over here, hopefully as easily as we got this one here. So let's go ahead and pop open the menu. And I do have the latest version of Course Play loaded up here, and I know they keep creating some different options. So now we've got two different target positions. So the first target position is where the worker is going to drive to get here, so that I believe we can use the helper system for getting a vehicle to drive out to this field in the first place. And then the field position is where Course Play is going to generate its course from. So we're going to put that field position down, and we're going to open the course generator here. I'm going to accept lands. We're going to do one headland pass because we're going to do two tools, and generate field work. Just like that, we've got a course with one path around, looking good. Technically probably didn't need this lands mode. We're just going to take it though, and I'm gonna escape out here. We're gonna open this up, make sure I'm on the left side, and we're gonna hit the play button here, and I believe this guy is just gonna start doing his thing. I'm gonna show course here. It started its temporary course a little bit farther into the waypoint than I would have expected, and so I'm just a little bit nervous that he's gonna be trying to cut across when we get up here, and that this isn't the actual beginning of the course. So I'm gonna wait a second here and see what happens when I get up to this point. I think I'm gonna need to take over and have him continue down to the left here, but we'll see. No, he looks like he's good to go for the moment. So let's go ahead and jump into the other combine here and get him going as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and save this course. This is, what field are we in? Field 10. So save course, field 10, harvest 50 foot times 2. And then over here, we can load that course right on up. Oops, load course, activate. And then here, we're going to go on the right side. And for this one, we're going to save ourselves the headache and tell it to start at the first waypoint. Let's go ahead and just get him over near it. There we go. See, that guy is on the wrong waypoint over here after all. Causing me grief, buddy. Well, I guess when he gets back here, I will have them switch courses. So for right now, I'm going to have this guy switch to the left side, and we're gonna start him off back here, and then we'll send this other guy to chase after him on the right side. It's always the little things. I knew I should have rechecked his settings before we kicked him off. It's just I don't know, I thought that I had it all figured out. All right, I'm just gonna stop that course, and we're gonna bring him over here. This guy is going to be on the right side. And it looks like I've managed to muck up the convoy mode here again. So I'm really hoping when I start this guy off on the right that guy's going to get going. It looks like he is. Good deal. We are all good to go. Let's go grab this semi and get it up here in the field. I can't wait to fire this thing up and use it while it's got a full trailer behind it, see how it works out. But so far, I mean, I drove it up here from the farm and I'm loving this thing. If we jump in cab here, a couple of things I really like. It does have a working RPM and miles per hour gauge. It's got the giant steering wheel, just like the one in real life does. I remember this truck so well. You've got the sleeper in the back. Oh, it's cool. I'm digging it. So let's see if we can get this thing spun around here. It looks like our mirrors are maybe out of position a little bit, but it's even got the door mirror down there. Oh, I love it. This truck is bringing back some memories. So let's just bring this out here. And so I think we're just going to leave it right here for the time being. We can have the combines come and unload manually here. And then we'll take it up to the elevator. Or maybe we'll store it in the bins. We'll see. So we made it the first time around the field here. Headlands are all opened up. I'm going to go ahead and unload this combine as long as we're down here on the corner. And then I'm going to see about getting these guys back on an appropriate course here. I guess this other guy's going to be kind of stuck waiting because I took this guy off of the course. How do I want to solve this? We'll probably just bring this guy back up here and put him on the course going down, and then I'll get him and empty him and catch him up here, I guess. I will say the new multi-tool mode for course play has some kinks that need to be worked out still, so we're figuring it out as we go. I do like that the convoy mode is trying to keep them together. I just need to take another look at those settings and see if there's some way to maybe fine-tune that behavior a little bit. It seems like they get kind of stuck waiting for each other quite often right now. We've got the little bits getting cleaned up here. I'm going to go ahead and grab this little piece because I'm sure that's going to be getting missed here, and we'll get this guy set up to go back down. If I look here, this is now the guy on the left. We've already done this course, but that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and just get him moved down a ways here and hit start, and then he should wait while the other combine gets going here. But I am gonna stop this guy and unload him because he is 80% full. Boom, just like that. Let's see, we're hopefully gonna get this front hopper filled up here. It would be nice to get at least a full truck of beans, if not more, off of this field. We could definitely use the money, especially after making the big purchase and buying this field. And knowing what a pain it is to get past all of these fence posts, we're going to have to rethink how we move this machinery around. Definitely get another header trailer. I just realized I put the hitches on these X9s so that we can pull a header trailer, and so I should not be afraid of using those header trailers. We'll be able to get them around with the combines pretty easily here. This guy's been up here waiting patiently for us to catch up, probably racking up quite the bill here on the hourly charge for us, but that's all right. We're gonna get caught up and get this party started. Hopefully these guys can actually go for the bulk of this field now without needing any other interactions from us. So we're going to go ahead and hit start here. He should line up here. He's going to miss a few stocks, isn't he? Oh, he's got it under control. Just got to have a little faith. There we go. And yeah, just like that, these two guys are going to be going to town here. Let's check on our semi-truck here. Just shy of a front hopper full at this point. So we'll definitely fill this truck up, I think, on this field, which is exciting. However, with that, I think we're going to call that an episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, drop a like. And we'll catch you next time. That's all for today. Ketterk out. Forgot about manual transmission. Out for a Sunday drive. Triggers and such are, we crashed right into this thing. I'm coming to fix the course players. Really, course play. All right. Stop.